Devon Larratt here. We're about to talk about the TAL upcoming event headlining Robbie Topi and Cody Merritt.
So we're going to start there? Yeah.
We'll start there with the headlining match, which is Robbie and Cody.
Right. So TAL, I don't know how Jeff Frank is pulling all this together. The lineup of the matches is like equivalent of a WAL card, basically. Super hot. So you got the USA gold medalist Cody Merritt versus the guy who was, consistently kicking ass in the WAL and on the pro scene.
Who's the last person he pulled in the WAL? Do you know?
I think it was Travis.
Did he beat him?
Well, he got second.
So it was the last big event that the WA held where...
I think it was a tournament.
Okay, gotcha.
So he's really good. Oh, wait, no, there was like a four-way or something not too long ago that he won. Remember? It was a UAL thing.
I do remember that. That was the one in Texas, wasn't it? That was the one that was kind of not really advertised all that much, right?
Anyways, Cody Merritt is the man. The way I see it, Cody Merritt is number one in the States right now. He's got the WAF title, so who knows exactly how far it goes. I think it will be a massive upset if he loses. I have to go with Cody Merritt 3-0 in convincing fashion. If there's a stop, I see this going Cody Merritt. But Robbie, good luck, dude. Get those biceps locked in there. Get the stop. And if that can happen, there could be a war, and anything's possible.
Okay, so next match will be... Unfortunately, there was a change-up. It was supposed to be Monster Michael Todd versus Len Houghton.
Right.
Len, I believe, got injured, unfortunately, and now Mark Gay is stepping in for him.
Right.
So what's your take on that, man?
Well, Michael Todd's left is pathetic. It's totally like the bottom of the barrel. The only reason we're talking about Michael Todd's left is because he's got an awesome right hand. But truth be told, Michael Todd is low-hanging fruit left-handed. Mark Gay, I don't know, man. Mark Gay, can he pull it off? I'd like to see Mark Gay do it, or
he's my boy.
Or if Mark Gay wants to back out, I'd like to see a guy like Evan Burgoyne step in there and smash Michael Todd. I'd like to see that. I know the fans would like to see that. But yeah, you never know exactly where Michael's left is. It's very confusing to me because if Michael can get his hook activated, he's super legit. But he has left-handed.
Do you feel like his left is more dependent upon his press or
absolutely hook, press, inside movement with his left, and if a guy has any kind of a hand and a wrist, I think it gets kind of awkward for Mike. But it's so weird. The matchups are so strange.
Yep.
I do favor Mike to win because of his tenacity and his experience, but...
Do you think Mike's left-handed press is going to be a bit different than if he can only, say, hook drag without a press? Do you think it's going to be along the same power levels against Mark, or do you think his press is what's going to pretty much get the win?
I think that if Mark wants to win this match, he's going to have to be so serious. Even though Michael Todd sucks, he is like a world-level competitor, okay? And he's going to bring it. He's going to bring the fire, and he doesn't like to lose. So, yeah.
So good luck, Michael Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Mark.
Yeah, big time.
Love you, Michael, but Mark's my guy. He's an OG supporter.
Mark's everybody's guy.
Sorry, bud.
Everybody's against Michael.
Okay, so next up is, and this is a biggie. This is Dave Chafee versus Corey West.
Wow.
Left-handed.
Wow. Okay, so Dave Chafee's left. Nobody ever knows what's going to show up with Dave Chafee's left. I've seen Dave Chafee.
Didn't he beat Travis?
He did. Yeah, I've seen him beat Travis. I've seen his left just crush people. I think it's a lot dependent on his injuries and I think Dave is very much a right-handed arm wrestler who also, it's sort of like Eric Spotto saying he's got a crappy left hand, you know. It's,
kind of bullshit.
right? I mean, it's still connected to Dave Chafee, okay? So while it's not his primary arm, still super, super legit. Corey West, wow. Okay, I'm really excited to see this match. Whoever wins that has got to be looking at the first match that we talked about. Cody Merritt. I'd say the winner of
Corey
that,
just got to pull Cody at the Missouri event that I was at. I filmed.
right?
Yeah, it was a bit of a short notice deal where they, linked up around Robin, where Cody was just planning on pulling the tournament, and Jonathan Breda, another fucking mega puller, had a match kind of fall apart to where he jumped into a round robin that was a bit bigger than he was probably expecting, where it was Jonathan Breda, Bryce Talton, Cody Merritt, Corey West, and it was all left-handed. So I mean, Cody didn't lose a match.
I'm gonna go out on my prediction here a little bit, and I'm gonna go Corey West 3-2 comeback victory. Dave's gonna whack him the first one, pretty much whack him the second time, and then the third and deciding match will decide if it's 3-0 or 2-3, and with a comeback for Mr. West.
That's a solid prediction.
I mean, Dave's left typically has one move, and if he can crack that move, then it's going to be...
Do you think there's any odds of Corey sweeping Dave Chafee?
I'd say that would be possible, but low. I mean, even though Dave is... he's got the worst sportsmanship of any arm wrestler that there is, and nobody wants to see that. So just for that reason, I'd say there's a chance that Mr. West is going to sweep him.
Very sick. I like it. Go Corey. Love you, Dave, but Corey's my guy, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so then next up will be a right-handed match between Corey West and Robbie Burnett. I have no picks on this because both those guys support me, and they're both super dudes.
I love this match. This match to me is so even, so incredibly even. The problem, so Robbie Burnett to me is very established how great he is. Corey West, I feel like he just keeps on getting better every time.
You feel like Corey's kind of on that 5-year or 1 to 5 year progression where he makes some fucking serious gains, and he's like kind of in the middle of that fast boost, right?
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, he's super dangerous right now. He's super motivated.
Like a matter of months can mean a big difference with somebody who's on that progression.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Clearly, he's got a lot of potential. I think I'm gonna go with Corey, but I think it's gonna be really close. I think no matter what, it's a war.
You think it comes down to endurance?
I do think it's gonna come down to endurance.
Robbie doesn't have like the most impressive endurance. He's got endurance, but it's definitely been shown in prior matches that kind of ends up being, sort of how he loses a match is if he gets his hand blown up, or if there's some tomfoolery in the setup, might kind of give him some problems. But he had a good showing against Marcio at the Arnold Classic last year.
I think it's going to be a really good match. I see Robbie being out the gate earlier.
So official? What's the official?
3-1 Corey West, with Robbie winning the first one. The first 3 are absolutely insane. The last match is a bow. That's it.
It's dope. Okay, so here we go. Next match is big one. There's already been some shit talk and videos exchanged on the old interwebs. The one and only Justin Bama Bull Bishop versus Ali Hamadaya from Canada. left-handed.
Yeah. Now, I've never bet. I've only bet on Justin Bishop for one match.
Aren't you notorious for betting against
Yeah. I always
Justin
bet
Bishop?
against Justin Bishop, and he almost always wins.
So
I bet on. I feel like I bet on Justin the only time it really mattered, and
when he shocked the world.
right, and I knew he was going to do it, but then after that, I'm like, he can't do it anymore. Like, yeah, anyway. But okay, so left-handed.
Now they have pulled before.
And how did that go?
Justin, sorry, Ollie, but he beat the brakes off him.
Yeah, I've pulled with Ali also. I've pulled with both of them.
I used your footage.
Oh, from the
The little training practice you guys had. I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, I needed some footage. So you would be a great decider, or at least influencer.
Well, here's what I see. I think that obviously from the experience perspective, I mean, Justin is super seasoned, and I think that if they were to somehow settle into some kind of a hook position, I think that Ali could make it a match.
Do you agree that that might be one of the spots that Justin doesn't want to go to?
I don't think he's going to need to go there. I think that...
You think he would obviously much rather keep it a hand, flat wrist game?
I think for sure. Yeah, I think if Justin just does his move, he stays high and controls the hand, I think that he should be able to win.
You think it's going to be a sweep?
I think it has the potential to be a sweep. I do think that if Justin really has a big party day, like if Justin decides to just all out, just enjoy the trip, enjoy the vacation, not really train that hard for it, I feel like Justin is probably going to underestimate how ready he needs to be, whereas Ali is, you know...
Okay, so my next question about this specific match is, Justin has another match that just got announced at this tournament. I won't announce who it's against yet. We'll get to that. But would it impact the influence of the match between him and Ali if he pulls this other match first?
I don't think that there's a lot. I don't think that there... Unless we're talking about like a full-out war where you die on the table...
it's not going to really affect his left if he pulls his right first.
Like absolutely. Like if you have like a finals, like where it's like going for the hammer and it's like 3-2 and yeah.
Perfect segue then. The next match that's going to influence this one. I mean, it's Justin Bishop versus Jesse Holiday. That might or might not happen before this match or after this match. So let's go ahead and get your prediction on the Justin Bishop versus Ali Hamadaya. What's your official prediction on that left-handed match?
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Justin winning it. I think that he's gonna win 3-0. I do. I think that he might get stuck. If he gets stuck.
Do you feel like he might have to give up some position to get the win?
I really don't, actually.
It's going to be that convincing.
I look at Justin is very good. I mean, Justin's left is really good. Like it's right up there, close to the top. So
now, when you say the top, do you say at 98 or at 76? Because there's room for speculation to say that Justin might be moving back down to the 76s after they moved him.
Yeah. Well, I think
he is at the top, left-handed at 176.
Yeah.
And he is near the top, even in the 98s.
I agree. So anywhere kind of in that range, Justin's a super bad dude. And I think that Ali just doesn't quite have the tournament experience and he doesn't have the hand in the neutral set.
I agree.
I think once you get a position, I think he's super strong.
Experience is going to win this match.
He's probably going to get folded over on the start, and he's still going to keep driving. It might get a bit ugly. I don't see him ever having a favorable position. That's the problem.
And that's going to be a sweep for Justin Bishop over Ali Hamadaya. Left-handed.
I think so.
Excellent. Okay, so let's segue into the match that I previously mentioned, which is Justin Bishop. Just got announced, everyone. Justin Bishop versus Jesse Holiday right-handed. And I'm fairly certain Jesse's going to be weighing or somewhere around that 198.
Yeah. So I don't know Jesse that well. I don't think that I've met Jesse. I'm sorry. He seems to be pretty new to arm wrestling. Everything I've seen, he looks awesome.
Looked really good against Dan.
Really good, and that's the problem with a guy who's new and awesome, and you don't know him. Like, there's not a lot of reads. What I've seen is he looks really strong, and when there's a strong young guy who can hit and who's not hurt, that can be interesting.
Be scary.
Yeah, I'm really just more curious about this match because I really don't have enough information to really give like a solid prediction. I mean, I would assume Justin should win this match. You're talking about...
Well, you got to look back to the Justin that pulled RBJ and got that dub.
Right.
Pretty... sorry, Rob, but...
Yeah, man. Textbook.
Justin kind of...
Textbook stuff.
Slapped you hard that first round.
How
there.
to arm wrestle by Bama Bull, right?
It's good.
That's
good
how you do it right there.
So, not knowing much about Jesse, knowing what you know about Justin, what's your prediction,
so, I mean,
man?
you got to go with Justin. Justin
Experience?
He's a champ.
Over rounds, yeah.
I mean, I hate to bet on him. I start to feel like a hypocrite. Why would I bet on him? Is there somebody who wants... Look, if somebody wants to give me odds, I'll bet on the kid.
Oh!
Just because I can't bet on Justin.
You will win.
It would be bad for my brand.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, so... Bishop sweep over Jesse.
I think Bishop's going to have a good day. So
gotcha.
maybe he hears this and he just parties it up and doesn't train. And then maybe we can have some 3-1 or 3-2 action.
That could very well happen.
Yeah, that could happen.
It's going to get crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the last... Well, no, not the last match. We got one big one we're going to save for the end.
Yeah.
That just got announced, actually, everyone. But...
what a lineup.
It's crazy.
It's such a great line. And where is this happening?
This is happening in Boise, Idaho at Big Al's. It's a super, super huge event center. And there's also plans in place in case,
the cold.
Yeah, the flu plus,
yeah.
if it were to come in and, kind of cause some more problems. There's contingency plans in place, A, B, and C, to make sure that this happens no matter what. So if you're coming, don't back out, guys.
Yeah.
Just book your flights.
Awesome.
Be there.
What's the date?
December 5th.
December 5th.
It's coming up.
Close.
You guys, like 2 weeks, guys. Like
2
weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So all those guys should be resting right now.
Yeah, you got to be resting right now. Definitely don't be pulling like us. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so next match, guys, is... It's a barn burner, kind of one-sided. Sorry, Martin, but Roman Gromov versus Martin Langlois. Right-handed. I don't know if they're meeting at 154 or not, but my take on this, I feel like I have to give this input because I've pulled Roman a decent amount over the last couple of years. Roman is an absolute freak.
Yeah.
Phenom at 154 pounds. Yeah. When he decides to compete at 154, from what I've seen and know, he walks around that 165 range. Yeah. But in 2019, he slapped all of them actually. He beat everyone in the right-handed class at 154. And then he went up to the 176 class and beat Bill Logston, Devin Bear, and handled Jeff Hale convincingly.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. This match, like, Gromanov, it's Gromanov, right? Gromov. Yeah, I've watched highlight reels of this guy, and he's frighteningly good.
First year he was here, nobody knew who he was.
Yeah.
He came to the 2015 Wisconsin State Championship and beat...
Is he's a Russian? Is he Russian?
Ukrainian.
He's Ukrainian, yeah.
I believe he's a 2004 second place Ukrainian national champion.
Yeah. No,
sorry, Roman, if I got that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, everything I've ever seen on Roman is... No. I mean, like, I'd like to see him and Harris.
That's what everybody's been saying.
Right.
That's what I've been saying for about 2 years.
There's another guy I'd like to see him pull. I'm so bad with names, and I always He's the guy. He's just across the border from Canada. He actually won the 65s, the 2017 left hand. He's a good pool player, skateboarder. Is it Uli?
Eli Sadov.
No.
Left-handed.
Oh, but no. Okay, so he was right. I think he.
Eli?
I know Eli.
Washington?
Yeah, no. I'm not talking about Eli.
Okay.
Man.
165, 2017?
Yeah.
Left hand.
I think he won the left.
Ezzy Warden. Ezzy Warden.
Sorry, buddy. Why do I always forget your name?
I got you.
Party with me.
I got you, Ezzy.
Forever. Ezzy Warden. Like
monster.
Right.
He's actually ranked below me at 154, but I don't want to pull you.
Ezzy's amazing. I've pulled Ezzy a lot, and every time I pull Ezzy, he wins like until I get crazy or I get him earlier in practice. He's amazing. He's like when you talk about Gromov, like I want to see him versus Harris or Ezzy or Eli.
Now, do you favor Ezzy left-handed more than you would right? Because Roman's right is freak nasty, and Ezzy's left is kind of more of his, breadwinner.
That's the way I remember it too. I remember, but
close.
Yeah,
close. Like we should probably see it.
I think so.
We need to see it.
Okay, Martin. Good luck, dude. Good luck. That's all I gotta say.
Martin, I love you, man, but you placed right by me at the Arnold Classic, and we did get to after pull. You felt strong, man. But Roman beats the absolute poop out of me. And I didn't really feel like you had that potential. So you're going to go ahead and have to prove me wrong, bud.
Yeah. Good match, though.
Great matchup. I mean, if you've ever wanted a chance to prove yourself, here it is, man. And hope I'm not forgetting anything, but last but not least, just announced Todd Zilla versus Don Hollywood Underwood.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Right-handed.
Wow. Okay.
What's your thoughts?
I have a lot of thoughts, but just to be really short and quick, Hutchings 3-0. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Hollywood has done a lot of talking. And it's time for him to back it up. And that's an interesting place to start with Hutchings.
Do you think Todd is vulnerable to getting flashed by Don's speed? No. You think he's that strong inside to where he's going to stop that?
Yeah, I do. Oof. I do. I mean, here's the thing. I've had experience with Hutchings. I've had experience with Don. Don is dangerous on the start. He's very fast. Okay, but if you stop him, I think the options just went like this, or like this, or like you don't see anything, right? I feel like Hutchings is going to stop that match. It's going to bounce. Probably go in the straps, and I think that there's just a level of horsepower that comes out of Hutchings that is really hard to deal with. I don't think that.
So you kind of agree this might be one-sided, right?
No, it's not one-sided. Look at.
It could go either way, maybe.
No, it's not going either way.
It's going one way.
I think it's going, but
so it might be one-sided.
It's exciting. It's a really exciting look. And I like to stir the pot a little bit too with Don, because Don got a pin on me that was about 3 miles above the pin line, and he still likes to talk about that.
Hey, but a win's a win, man.
Man, this is not a win. Ready to go, boom, and then win. I'm like, how much? Did that guy get paid more than the guy who won the?
He might have.
Anyways, so I always remember that whenever Don's name gets brought up.
So, official prediction: Todd Zilla versus Don Underwood, right hand, TAL2.
I'll say, best case scenario 3-1. Most likely scenario, Hutchings 3. Because look, when you talk about the list of names when you start to talk about Hutchings is very short.
Small. So
short.
my opinion on this, which doesn't really matter, but if the match stops, it's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, Hutchings is going to make it look sort of easy.
Sorry,
Don. I love you, man, but like you don't have much video footage of you pulling with a match stopped. And Todd is that guy.
Yeah, he's that guy. Yeah. And what are you going to do? You're going to take his hand?
Doesn't matter.
You're going to shoulder press him?
Doesn't matter.
It's going to be, it's Don Underwood does a high-handed sweep to the side, basically. I think that's what I've seen Don do for, like he's, you know, and if you're not pressing and if you're not able to take his hand, good luck doing that sideways stuff. Good luck.
I agree. Sideways fast is not your best option against Todd Hutchings.
But I'd love to see Don come back a little bit more.
Right.
I'd like to get in there and just do one last one with that guy, just to.
There it is.
No, whatever.
Where are you at, Don?
Whatever. And I'd like to make Hutchings quit in the hook too. So
Ooh.
get me in there on some of that action.
Yeah, man. So I guess we'll see you. We see you at the TAL2 event.
Absolutely. Boise, Idaho, December 5th. Oh, tickets already booked.
Already booked. Excellent. So basically, guys, there you have it. That's the predictions on the matches. The one and only Devon Larratt. Jeff Frank putting together an amazing tournament. I hope to see you all there. Big Al's in Boise, Idaho, December 5th. TAL2 with Robbie Topi and Cody Merritt headlining. We'll see you guys there.
Thanks, Joseph.
You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in, guys, gals.